Hello everybody, my name is Alan, I'm from Sauber-Lab, and today will be another video about Home Assistant. In this video we're gonna show how you can add and configure your Z-Wave device. First of all, before we start to go through this video, in order to configure and add Z-Wave, you're gonna need to have one of those Z-Wave USBs. This one that I'm using is Aerotech Gen 7, but you can use the Gen 5 and other options that you could work exactly the same. But remember, if you don't have one of those, stop this video because it will not work the configuration for Z-Wave. Other thing that is important to remember is that we are doing the configuration in a Raspberry Pi, so it's basically plug it in a Raspberry Pi. If you have your server and you're using Home Assistant Supervisor on the Docker, you're gonna need to have a little bit more steps to do it. You're gonna need to mount the USB from your computer to the Docker and add that container to USB. But we're not gonna focus in this video for this kind of configuration. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video. But first of all, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and let's understand a little bit more about it. Before we start to show how you can install Z-Wave in your Home Assistant, we need to have something in mind. Here it's a Raspberry Pi, and this Raspberry Pi, it's an old version, it's not the same that I'm using, but I only got for explain something. If you look here, they have 4 ports in this Raspberry Pi. Those 4 ports will have a direct path for it. So if I get my USB that's installed Z-Wave and connect for one specific USB port, I cannot move for other ones because they will create a path specific for that specific port. It means that they will configure that all the information will go through that port and that port will go to this USB. Otherwise, if you start to move it around, you're gonna lose all the configuration. Not something that will be difficult to reconfigure, but maybe you're gonna have some troubles to run it and you don't realize that only because you move ports. Other thing, once that you configure it, try to have in mind what device that you're going to connect to the same Raspberry Pi. Otherwise, you can put in one port that you're going to need to have another one exactly together, and that will have conflict of space. So have this one in mind as well. I have everything. Now we can come here and connect this USB in my Home Assistant, and that we can jump in the computer to start to do the configuration. So let's do it. Once that we finish connected the USB to our Home Assistant, we can come here in this page. In this page, it's exactly the same page that we configured last time, where we did our love card using mushrooms and other programs. In this way, we can start to do some configuration. First thing that you need to do, only to avoid any issue, is come here in Development Tools and put check and restart. This because all the time that you add any device new in your system, the best way is to restart your system to guarantee that all the information that is there, it's valid and has been located properly. Otherwise, you can have a problem that they will not locate in the expected manner. So now we can wait to restart our Home Assistant. Once that happens, we can check if that USB really locates or really was inserted properly in your system. So let's wait. Once that Home Assistant has been successful restart, we can come here in Settings and we can add the integration. But before we add integration, to avoid any conflict or any issue, we can come here in System and Hardware. Here in Hardware will appear all the hardware physically connect or what you have. In my case, I have a Raspberry Pi 4. I'm using the Raspberry Pi with 4 GB of RAM. In my case, it's more than enough for all of my applications. So I will come here in these 3 dots and put all hardware. Here will appear a list of all physical hardware connected to my Raspberry Pi. So what I'm gonna do, I will look for USB, and that it will appear a list for all the USBs connected. In my case, I have only one USB connected, so it will appear USB 0, and that have this path. Remember this path, that USB, Silicon Valley, CP, and that we know that if they appear this one, it means that's correctly. If don't appear this one, it means that something's go wrong. So have this USB connect successful, we can close it and we can come here in Settings. Here in Settings, we can start to add our integration. To do so, we need to come here in Device Service, and it will appear all the integration that currently have in my system or currently have in my home. I have a few of them, I have people that have much more, but these ones that I have at the moment. So we'll put add integration, and I will look for the correct integration called Z-Wave. Here is this one Z-Wave that have this symbol, have this one, but this one is not anymore in usage, and that we're gonna click in this one, and that will appear the name of the integration. Be careful, if they don't appear Z-Wave, GS Supervise add-on, you click in the wrong option, so you need to close it and try again. In my case, I open the correct one, so I'll put submit. Now they will have that a few minutes that will locate all the information for USB, and that's get ready to be able to add it in your system. So let's wait these few minutes until this happens. Once that appears this page, what I told you, try to remember the name or initial name. So they are looking for this USB that it's a UART bridge and have USB Silicon Valley CP, exactly the same that we had before. So we're gonna connect this one. If appear a list of USB connected, take care to don't select the wrong one or try to select the Zigbee USB instead of Z-Wave. I don't believe that this one could happen, but if appear, be in mind that you need to select the correct one. So now I have all the information for my Z-Wave connected, and now I can put submit. Only one thing that's important, if you already have a specific keys, you put here, otherwise they will generate automatically this one. This keys, it's that encryption key and the second layer key that will make your device protected. This key is responsible for sync your device to your other device. So when they are communicate, they are not intercept, and if this frequency is collect for anyone else, they will not be able to do anything with it. So it's really important for you don't create an unnecessary key if you can leave as a standard. So now let's wait for them to finish the configuration, and that they will appear successful once that all the configuration is done. So let's wait. If everything is going right, you're gonna have this page write successful, and that has been created as Z-Wave GS configuration. In my case, they already appear my follow device, where it's the 700 series base controller, and I can select any area that I want, or I can leave empty. In my case, I'm not sure exactly where I will leave final with this Home Assistant, so I'll leave as empty and put finish. Here I have my device. If I come here in devices, they will appear some modes. In my case, I already add this one before, so they will already appear automatically here. But if you didn't add this one, you're gonna need to put add a device, and that they will search. Once that they start to search, you're gonna power on this device, and that they will appear automatically there for your setup. If you perhaps have any button for you to use to sync it or restart, in this time that you need to press. So in this way, they already locate automatically my device, and that say they will search it. It will take a few seconds until this one happen in effective mode. So normally Z-Wave, it's quite simple. It's only power on. If they are not connected for any other device, they will connect here. Otherwise, you're gonna need to restart it. So let's put aside, and let's wait a few minutes until they properly locate device and make the properly sync on it. So if I close here, we're gonna wait it. After a few seconds, you should appear the correctly device. In my case, I'm using the Multi-Sensor 6, this manufacturing, and this model. In my case as well, they appear 100% battery, because they are power in the mains. But if you don't have battery, they will appear the properly status on it. So now you have all the information for your room. So my room, it's around 20.8 degrees, 57% humidity. Here it's the luminance level and ultraviolet. Other things that you can add other options that initially it's off. So to add some other options, you can put a cover status. In the case that someone covered this one, they will show that's covered, and I can put enable and activate it. They'll take a few seconds, and that they will update my information. They already appear the motion detect, and because I'm just in front of this one, they appear as a motion. All those sensors, if you click in the sensors and you can put settings, here will be the entity ID for this sensor. So if you needed to add a trigger, if this temperature is higher than something to do some actions, you're gonna look this entity. If you want to do disable these specific options, you can come here and disable it. So in my case, I have the jump of temperature that get, because I was doing some trial yesterday, so they get a little bit more high or lower temperature during the day. And anytime that you want to add any device, it's only come here and put add device, and that's wait for search it. It's not something secret, it's really easy, only you need to wait. And if you have any button to restart, press it to restart. So in this video, I show how you can configure Z-Wave in your system. Next video will show how you can configure Zigbee in your videos, and then we can start to add more and more device and do more configurations. So if you like this video and think that was interesting, please don't forget to leave your like, consider to subscribe for the channel, and see you next time. Bye!